Warren Buffett made more money last night, while he was sleeping, than most people will make in the next 10 years. Not because he worked harder than you. Not because he's smarter than you. Because he built something most people never even heard of: multiple income streams running at the same time. And here's the part they never put on the news: every single one of those streams, you can build the exact same version of it, right now, without quitting your job. This video will show you exactly how. Let me tell you about Max. Max did everything right. Went to school, got the job, opened the savings account the bank told him to open, followed every rule, and at 34, Max realized something terrifying. He was one layoff away from losing everything. Not because Max was lazy. Because Max was playing a game with rules written by the people who were already winning against him. The 9-to-5 was never designed to make you wealthy. It was designed to make you available. If that stream dries up, the job disappears, the company downsizes, the economy hiccups, you have nothing. Warren Buffett understood this at age 11. He bought his first stock at age 11. By 26, he was already running an investment partnership. He didn't wait for permission. He built streams, 7 of them, and today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do the same, without touching your day job. Here is the math they hope you never do. You put $10,000 in a savings account. The bank gives you 46% interest. That's $46 a year. Meanwhile, inflation runs at 4%. Your savings account is not saving you. It is slowly bleeding you. You are paying the bank to hold your money while they loan it out at 7%, 12%, 24% credit card rates, and hand you back 46 cents on the 100. The bank is not a vault. It's a drain. Now here's what the financial advice industry tells you instead: max out your 401k. Diversify. Be patient. Trust the process. All of that is true. And all of it is incomplete. Because that advice assumes you have 40 years to wait. That assumes the market doesn't crash right before you retire. That assumes one stream is enough. Warren Buffett's own 401k equivalent, his core portfolio, has beaten the S&P 500 in only about half of all years. But he still has more money than almost every fund manager alive. Know why? Because when one stream slows down, 6 others keep flowing. That is not luck. That is architecture. In 3 minutes, I'm going to show you the one income entry that changes everything. But first, you need to see why what you think is investing might actually be a trap. Ronald Reed was a janitor and gas station attendant his entire career. He never made more than $11 an hour. He drove a used car. He fixed his own coat with safety pins. When he died in 2014, he left $6 million to his local library and $2 million to a local hospital. Nobody knew, nobody suspected. How? He built income streams. Quietly, patiently, starting with dividend-paying stocks, letting them compound for decades. Ronald Reed didn't follow the herd. The herd was buying lottery tickets and leasing BMWs to look rich. Ronald was getting paid to wait. This is the counterintuitive logic. The people who look wealthy are often the least wealthy. The people quietly building streams rarely look like anything at all. Warren Buffett still lives in the same house he bought in 1958 for $31,500. He drives himself to McDonald's for breakfast. The point is not to look rich. The point is to build the architecture that generates wealth whether you show up or not. And the 7 streams he used to do it? They are not secret. They are not illegal. They are not for the 1% only. Here they are. Stream 1. Dividend income. This is the most Buffett of all streams. You buy shares in a company. That company pays you quarterly, just for owning it. Buffett bought Coca-Cola stock in 1988. He paid roughly $1. $3 billion. Today that same position pays him $776 million per year in dividends. Every single year, he earned back his entire investment in dividends alone, multiple times over, and still owns the shares. You don't need $1. $3 billion to start. You need $50 and a brokerage account. But you do need to start today, because this stream is built on time. Stream 2. Business ownership income. Buffett buys entire businesses. You don't have to go that big. The principle is the same. You own a business that generates cash flow without you running it every day. That could be a laundromat, a storage facility, a vending machine route, a franchise, an e-commerce brand you build then hire someone to operate. The question to ask is not, can I do this? The question is, does this make money when I'm not there? If the answer is yes, it's a stream. Stream 3. real estate income. Buffett calls real estate a wonderful investment, just not his specialty. He does it through businesses that own hard assets. You can do it directly. A rental property generating $500 per month net is $6,000 per year, for doing almost nothing once it's stabilized. And before you say, "I can't afford property rights," real estate investment trusts. You can buy into real estate portfolios for the price of a stock. Some pay 5 to 8% dividends annually. Stream 4. Interest income. Right now, Berkshire Hathaway is sitting on $168 billion in treasury bills. At 3% yield, that is nearly $9 billion per year in interest. Doing nothing, just sitting there, you won't have $168 billion. But you can have a high-yield savings account, treasury bills, I-bonds, or CDs generating 4 to 5% right now. That's 10 times what a standard savings account pays. Move your emergency fund today. Tonight, this is money you're already leaving on the table. Most people stop at step 2. Stream 5 is where the 1% actually live. Here's why. Stream 5. Royalty and licensing income. Buffett's version is intellectual property held inside his companies, brands, patents, proprietary processes. Your version is simpler. Write a book, record a course, license a photograph, build a template, create a YouTube channel, license a piece of software. Once you build it, it sells in perpetuity. You do the work once and collect for years. A self-published book generating $300 per month is a stream. A course generating $500 per month is a stream. A YouTube channel monetized at $1,000 per month is a stream. None of these are instant. All of them are buildable, while keeping your job. Stream 6. Capital gains. This is what most people think investing is. Buy low, sell high. But Buffett doesn't think of it that way. He buys to hold, forever if possible. The appreciation is a bonus on top of the dividends. The lesson: invest in quality assets and let time do the heavy lifting. Index funds, quality ETFs, blue chip stocks. These are not exciting. They are wealth-building machines when you leave them alone. Stream 7. The float, and your version of it. This is Buffett's most sophisticated strategy. Berkshire owns insurance companies, Geico, General Re. When you pay a premium, Berkshire holds that money and invests it before any claims are paid. That float is over $164 billion of essentially free capital to invest. Your version of this principle: use other people's capital wisely. That means a small business loan deployed into an asset that returns more than the loan costs. It means using 0% APR credit strategically and investing the cash. It means understanding the spread between cost of capital and return on capital. This is advanced, but the concept, earn more on money than it costs you to borrow, is how the wealthy scale. You're thinking, this sounds risky. That is exactly what they want you to think. Let me show you the real risk math. You keep one income stream. You save in a 0.46% savings account. Inflation erodes 3.4% per year. In 20 years, your $50,000 in savings has the purchasing power of roughly $33,000. That is the risk of doing nothing. Now compare $200 per month invested in dividend stocks at a conservative 8% average annual return for 20 years. $117,804. You didn't gamble. You didn't need a broker. You needed a brokerage account, a recurring transfer, and the discipline to leave it alone. The system has convinced you that building wealth is complicated and dangerous. It is neither. What is dangerous is staying exactly where you are and calling it safe. Buffett said it plainly: risk comes from not knowing what you're doing. So now you know, and knowing means the risk is different. Here's what nobody talks about, and it's not in the title of this video. Buffett doesn't just run 7 streams independently. He stacks them. The dividends fund new stock purchases. The new stocks generate more dividends. The business cash flow funds new acquisitions. The float funds the equity portfolio. It's a flywheel. Each stream feeds the next. Here's your version, and you can start this tonight. Step 1. Open a high-yield savings account. Move your emergency fund. Capture the 4 to 5% interest. That's stream 4 activated. Step 2. Set up a $100 automatic monthly transfer to a brokerage account. Buy one dividend ETF. That's stream 1 activated. Step 3. Start building one knowledge asset, a blog, a course outline, a YouTube video draft. That's stream 5 in embryo. You don't build all 7 at once. You activate one, then reinvest that stream's output to activate the next. That is the game within the game. That is what separates the people watching financial content from the people who actually build wealth. Tonight, one move, open the account, 7 streams, one principle, start now. You don't need Warren Buffett's billions. You need his blueprint, and the first step costs you nothing but the next 20 minutes. Because if you think what you just learned was a game changer, wait until you see the other side of this story. The reason most people never build a single stream, even after learning everything you just learned, is because they're still locked inside 12 specific money traps disguised as smart moves. Their 401k contributions, their safe real estate, their index fund strategy, all of it, and some of what they're doing is quietly destroying the very wealth they think they're building. That video is next. Watch it before you touch anything.